Hi, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Kyle and
April. Here we are live at One Bid online auction, out here enjoying the weather, enjoying the sun.
Yes.
And we got a pickup going on right now. We wanted to highlight some items from our last two auctions since we missed a Coffee Talk. And I know some of you fans out there have been saying, hey, are you guys doing any more videos? What's going on with Coffee Talk? Well,
his fault.
here we are. It is my fault. Yes, that's for sure. So we wanted to highlight some items from our May 2nd auction, beginning with item 2530. There was 8 boxes of these Hess trucks. And when we say 8 boxes, it was
Full boxes.
a lot of trucks.
Yes.
I believe there was around 45 of the trucks total. And this was what I call a sleeper because
Okay.
these are very collectible trucks.
Yeah, they ended up selling for $324 though.
Yes.
So somebody woke up.
Somebody did, yeah. So sometimes when we like post a little thing on Facebook, it gets the word out that hey, there's these things. I know some people tag their family or friends in it, and they're like, hey, you need to check these out. A great way to pass along the word is to share. You know, share the post, share the item. You can do that right from the item. As you're seeing right here, you can click and share this, or you can just copy the link if you're old school, copy the address and share it, you know, via Facebook Messenger or however you would like. The next item we wanted to highlight before I get my sunburn out here,
There was a mosquito. Sorry.
that was painful, but not as painful as West Nile virus. So make sure you are getting all your bug spray on out there.
Check the kiddos for ticks.
Yep, check the kiddos.
Chiggers.
The next item that we wanted to highlight, this is also from our May 2nd auction.
Yep.
It was item 2820. We had these vintage comic books, April.
Oh, yes.
And these
Hey,
are cool.
can you give it down back there? We're
Maybe.
videotaping.
Yeah, we got this.
I'll leave it up
Yeah.
to the customer.
Got these stinking guys over here. This One Bid crew.
Acting like they're working.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
No, but these comic books are a real deal from the 1960s.
Yeah.
The whole lot ended up selling for $3.
Oh, you shut up over there. Got these neighbors over here at One Bid.
Get off our lawn!
We got good neighbors, even though they may not have the most pleasant words to say about us. We got Paul Davis over here, Restoration, Recover, and Reconstruct. They do a lot with home emergency projects. And then right behind us over here we have Weiss Property Management, who they do a lot of different property
Landscaping and the snow blowing in the winter. Yep.
And right now they are doing a facelift on their building using Serenus Johnson here in Bay City. So, you know, a lot of local companies.
Yep.
Great people to work with if you ever need to have a reference. These are all very reputable companies. So anyways, back to the item 2820. It was these vintage comic books from the 1960s.
Yeah, the whole lot ended up selling for $315.
Yeah.
There were some good ones in there though.
I saw some people coming in and peeking at these. I think these were more valuable than we realized.
Yes.
They knew there was treasure in here.
We have knowledgeable customers.
We do.
They really do. You know, they know a little bit about everything.
They do. The next item we wanted to highlight is item 2894. It is this Orca cooler, and the advertisement or the promise from the manufacturer is it can keep the ice for up to 10 days.
Wow.
That seems unbelievable to me.
Yeah, truly.
This was a nice big cooler though. Went for $163.
Okay.
So if you ever plan on getting...
It probably rivals that Yeti brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever plan on getting lost in the woods, this is a good cooler to have with you.
Right.
Because you'll be able to keep the ice, keep your beer or your soda cold.
Or you might lose it in the woods.
Or, yeah.
Hey, no plants today. Take your pictures at home.
The next item that we wanted to highlight is item 1876. It is this vintage Vegas dice gambling board.
Okay.
Ended up selling for $98. And what a great thing for the man cave. For your different poker nights that you might have.
Deer camp.
Deer camp.
Yep.
Yeah.
When the buddies all get together.
Yeah. Good ideas. You know, sometimes that's nice to have in the descriptions too, because when people read it and they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea."
Mm-hmm.
Whether
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Whether it's the seller saying that or it's somebody here on staff saying, "Hey, this would be a great use of this." In our most recent coffee talk that we had shown to, we had actually highlighted this French horn. Just wanted to show that ended up selling for $106.86. And
doesn't your son play French horn?
He plays trumpet, but he's learning. Yep, he's learning. And speaking of instruments, in our very most recent auction, we had this bass guitar, 4-string, that sold with. It came with a Jordan bass power amp. I'm not very familiar with this, but that whole unit with the guitar and the amp ended up selling for $380.
Nice.
So you can find some cool instruments.
Yes, you can.
And April's son here, he plays many instruments, but one of our favorites is when we get an accordion here at One Bid. He'll test it out, and we'll usually try to post a video with him jamming on it. And you can also check out, he plays at some local venues here in Bay City. Can you name a few recent ones or where they can find him?
Well, this Friday night he's going to be at Wanigan's right down the road.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And he does a unique form of entertainment. There was a fundraiser for the tragic loss of Modes recently, and a lot of musicians there. He had the crowd going during his short little stint, and was a lot of fun amongst all the other musicians.
That was out at Castaways.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just got a gig at O's.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, out in Auburn, so.
And the new one is going to be opening soon, right? The new restaurant?
Yes. Did you see how that looks?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to having some dinner there.
That's the
really
old,
nice.
The old Hooters.
Yes.
Right on the water there. So a few restaurants we named in the local area. If you are visiting Bay City or the area to check out, and great people again running these establishments.
Yep.
So if you get a chance though, how can you find Cameron, not to beat the...
Cam Factor on Facebook.
Cam Factor on Facebook.
Yep.
You can find him where he's going to be, and trust me, you're going to enjoy the entertainment. A lot of times I see the diners at these restaurants, they're like supposed to be on a date or something, but they're just like turned around watching the musician perform, and they're having a good time. So what a great thing he's doing.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, what?
Item 4251. This had a lot of action.
Oh, yeah.
It was a vintage, I believe, from the 80s, a BMX bike.
Yeah.
You know, old school, riding the rails.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody had some nostalgia. It ended up selling for $401 and change.
Yeah.
But I heard through the grapevine, even when you park those bikes out,
very valuable.
You can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, so whether to restore or to buy for parts.
Well, somebody might have one of these, stored in their barn, and they don't even know.
And they don't know the value.
Yeah.
So start checking the stash.
Yeah. and hopefully we'll be seeing some more BMX bikes from the 80s come in.
Yeah.
Because this happens. People see it go in the auction, and they're like, wow, I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Another time you look at the season, right now is a great time to be bringing in mowers.
Yep.
Especially if they're running, and put that on your car that it runs good, or any other information that you have about it.
Or even if it doesn't, be honest. And we have a lot of guys that are, and gals that are great on repairs.
Yep.
Or they need an extra part.
Yeah.
It's a great season for pet supplies.
Yeah.
We get equine items. We get items for poultry, for your domestic breeds. Great lawn and garden.
Yes.
And what about golfing?
And golfing, good point.
Yeah.
We had a nice estate come in of golf balls, all kinds of golf balls.
Yes.
New, used, if you want to have some extra in your bag.
Clubs.
Because you know you're going to hit it into that pond that's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Water hazard. Yeah, and then some clubs. Great time to be buying that or selling that if you are wanting to downsize. So I was talking with a guy, he was 88 years old. His name's, I believe it's Garland.
Okay.
And he was getting rid of his golf clubs because he said his partners that he normally had played with aren't around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But golf is always a nice exercise sport whatever age
Yeah,
you are.
you enjoy golf, don't
I
you?
love golf, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My high school golf coach, even though he wasn't the best coach, Mr. Murphy, I'm sorry, he told us, because at Millington, football was the sport to play, and they were well known for that. He said, hey, listen, you guys will be able to play this sport the rest of your life, and the guys that are playing football, they are going to be dealing with their injuries for the rest of their life, their bad knees and everything.
What a good coach.
From playing. I know,
And
yeah.
you didn't like him.
No, I loved him, but he just he didn't really know a whole lot about golf, like some of the coaches now.
Yeah.
If you look at Millington Golf on the look them up, they're doing really well with Coach Mike Moore. So shout out to Mike. He was actually on my team. He was a good
Oh, really?
good golfer, yeah. So when we were getting in trouble on the course, he was the one that was like actually cared about the sport. But another item we're talking about, maybe you want to redo something in your yard. We had this item 2108. It was a 5.5 foot 3-point box blade. I believe you can use this for moving snow or
really?
maybe moving some dirt.
Okay.
Flattening out some areas where you have, in the yard.
Divots, they call them in golf.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But what else did we have?
Well, we had a sand filter.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that was for a pool.
Mm-hmm.
It's pool season.
It is.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. That was item 851.
Yep.
I ended up selling for $96.26.
Okay.
So another point, hey, bring your pool stuff in that you don't need, or if you need, maybe you need a sifter and you can find it in the auction. Get rid of those little bugs.
Right.
And I saw some June bugs out recently, and
You were petrified.
I was so scared. I ran for cover, but they didn't get me. So
we sell bug spray.
okay, yeah.
You can always shop your own auction.
I'm already at my limit right now,
Yeah.
being out with the outdoors. What are some upcoming items, though, that you want to tell the people about? Because we have some neat things coming in.
You know what we got?
What's up?
An estate of antique books.
Oh, yes.
Some ran through the
Already.
most recent auction. Some are going to run in the upcoming.
Some are first edition?
And some are going to be in the one after that.
Okay.
We don't want to flood the market. We want to give everybody an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Because there's some really good books.
Yeah.
Exciting
titles.
First editions, oldies back to the 1800s, up to the 1950s.
Yeah.
Cool old westerns.
I saw some original of the Tarzan books.
Some Tarzans.
You
Yeah.
look them up elsewhere online. They're selling for $200.
Yep,
for just
crazy
one of them.
money.
Um,
So if you know anybody that's into antique books,
Yeah.
a reader, or even for display or collectability, you can't go wrong.
we also have this cool piece of furniture. I have never seen one of these, but I probably in the movies. This is a vintage circle bed.
I think Elvis had one.
Did he?
I really do.
This
yeah.
looks like something Elvis
Yes.
would have.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're showing you it without the mattress.
Right.
The seller's supposed to be bringing the original circle mattress.
I wonder, could you still have that made?
I would guess you could have that made.
Custom made or something?
Because I think there's a mattress company in Saginaw that I hear makes custom mattresses.
Okay.
But that's a good question.
Yeah.
That would be nice to get a new mattress made if you wanted to update it there. But a cool vintage piece.
Yeah, really cool. Oh, you know what else is cool coming up?
What?
I just thought of this. Speaking of that mid-century vibe, we have some amazing stereo speakers.
Ooh.
They are cylinder to go right with your round bed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on the brand. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Okay.
But they have marble tops. They look like end tables, but they're stereo speakers.
Nice.
So, a lot of times you can type in keywords like mid
Yeah.
for mid-century, or not just go through a category. You can type in a single word.
Yeah.
So,
And I think if you type in multiple words, it's going to be searching all those words individually.
Correct.
So it is nice to just do one word.
To
if
do
you
mid,
can.
or to do century, or
Yeah.
to do club.
Yeah.
Clubs. Yeah.
And that's a good point on the search. Also, if you're on an item and you have a question, there is an ask the question button that you
I've
can
used
click
it.
and you can send a message
And
in.
the response is...
A lot of our customers
quite
use
quick.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
And Betsy will be on the emails a lot of times.
Mhm.
Even if you send it at a weird time, she's going to be doing her best to get the message to a staff member
True.
to get everything answered.
You've even answered my questions at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So So there's always somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle,
Hey, what?
have you broke that bike out yet?
Not yet.
Well, here's an opportunity to join a bike gang.
Yes.
Tell the people.
We have some tandem bikes coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and if just in case you ever need a bike service and you're not able to do it on your own, we also have another local business.
Yes, we do.
2 doors down,
Yep.
Ray's Bikes,
Yep.
and great people down there as well. But check out these tandem bikes that we have coming up. What a great find.
Yeah. It's a great time to buy any of their outdoor sporting goods, and
Yeah.
I know in the auction coming up after the tandem bikes, we have brand new bikes in the box.
Mm.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
You know, why go to a box store? Come to One Bed.
You know, a lot of people do support local, and
Mhm.
just want to say a special shout out to all those customers out there that, you know, sometimes it's the convenience of coming to One Bid, but thank you for supporting local. Thank you
Sometimes
for,
they just want to see you.
sometimes they just want to come in and say hello to
Yep.
the familiar face, whether it's Ryan or Jake or
Yep.
April or
Anthony.
Pearl.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a lot of crew out there that you'll see on the regular basis. This is going to be our special Bitter Bucks contest this week. Send
Oh.
in, yep, and I know this is going to hurt some feelings, but can you send in your favorite One Bid employee? And this is going to work out 2 different ways. So the person with the most votes for their favorite One Bid employee is going to get a reward from One Bid, probably a bonus.
Nice.
And the person, you can only vote once though, and for only one person. And the person that that is the voting on the person that ends up getting the most votes, we're gonna throw all those names in.
Okay. And then
so,
draw.
Yep. If you
And I know who Fern's gonna vote for.
Fern, we know you're going for Ed.
So you might as
So,
know
yeah.
I'll just not even.
And if you maybe you don't know the person's name because they don't have a name tag on every
So draw us a picture to describe them.
a nice description, yeah. And maybe what area they're helping in. I know sometimes the picture takers, they don't feel like, hey, they're behind the scenes, they're not going to be recognized, but
Mhm.
and maybe it's one of those guys that you know,
Right.
You can mention their name too. So
Yeah, like Zach.
yeah,
Howdy day.
Zach or Kyle or Stash
Yep.
or Carly.
Yep.
You know, we got a lot of picture takers. Jeff.
Exactly. Yep.
Jeff's supermodel now, so
Mm-hmm.
yep, it's
Well, nice talking to you,
that
Kyle.
was nice seeing you, April.